With the scene flourishing, there are a variety of esports titles on the rise, and some who have very much arrived. League of Legends is arguably the world's most established esport. The MOBA, that's Multiplayer Online Battle Arena, holds a world championship annually and in 2017 broke its own already impressive records with over 100 million viewers worldwide tuning into the heated semi-final battle between Korea's SK Telecom 1 and China's Royal Never Give Up. While most of the viewers were from the Chinese region, more than 870,000 fans flocked to the English-language Twitch stream at its peak time.
To earn a place in the coveted Worlds, the stages for which are held at arenas across the globe, teams compete in leagues based in 5 major regions: Europe's LEC, the North American LCS, Korea's LCK, China's LPL, and the LMS in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau. There are also qualifiers that cover regions that do not have their own league, and each league has their own schedules and qualification brackets. Although reaching Worlds is the ultimate ambition of all top-flight League of Legends teams, the mid-season invitational, first introduced in 2015, is another chance for players to battle on a world stage. The spring split winners of the 5 key regional leagues all automatically qualify for MSI, with other lesser regions sending one representative, determined by a wildcard tournament.
Making its debut in 2007, the International, or TI as fans call it, is not only the most important Dota 2 tournament in the esports calendar, but potentially across all esports, setting the standard for how epic pro gameplay can be. It's particularly notable for its prize pool, which reached a record-breaking $25 million in 2018, with first-place org OG scooping 11 million of the pie. And not only is the prize life-changing, even when split across a team of 5 and their organisation, it's also entirely crowdfunded. Publisher Valve releases a loot crate full of in-game customisations in advance of the event for fans to buy and puts 25% of each sale into the prize pot. In other words, this year fans spent a whopping $100 million on the TI loot. To qualify for TI, teams pick up qualification points across a number of minor and major Dota 2 events. The most recent event took place in Vancouver, Canada, but 2019 will see TI held in China, a region where MOBAs such as Dota 2 and League of Legends are absolutely huge. So expect the largest audiences not only seen in Dota 2, but potentially in esports ever. Overwatch fans had an agonising wait for Overwatch League, first announced by Blizzard at BlizzCon 2016. The inaugural season made a splash finally in 2018. Coming from a specially designed Blizzard Arena in California, the inaugural season of the Overwatch League broadcasted 3 games a show over 3 days a week. The league is split into 4 stages, which rewards the top 4 place teams of each stage by inviting them to play off in a best-of-5 tournament for a $125,000 prize, rather than giving them leaderboard points. Typical season play involves teams playing a 4 or 5 map series and always involves at least one of each type of map: Assault, Escort, Control, and Hybrid. The 6v6 fast-paced nature of Overwatch can make it a tricky watch for the uninitiated, so Blizzard has introduced in-game skins for each of the teams, similar to the players' jerseys. These skins can be purchased by fans in-game so they can represent their teams when playing games of their own. The game's Observer mode continues to be worked on and switches between first-person and map-wide views to capture the wider team strategy, as well as individual impressive plays. Overwatch League made headlines for its franchising model. Rather than any teams being eligible to qualify, Blizzard invited rosters to bid for buy-in. Notably, American org Cloud9, who are recognisable for their involvement in esports ranging from CSGO to Rocket League, were awarded the London Spitfire franchise and have a fully South Korean player lineup. It's a gamble that well and truly played off for Cloud9 as, despite being inconsistent after their Stage 1 playoff win, London Spitfire made an impressive comeback to win the Season 1 finals in front of a packed-out crowd at New York's Barclays Centre. Criticised for their lack of European representation, Overwatch League announced the addition of a further 8 teams for the 2019 season, representing France, Canada, America and China, and taking the total number of teams who will be competing in the Overwatch League to 20. A rare thing in international esports, a league played on a console, Call of Duty is unique in that its focus is typically on the most recent Call of Duty release. Players must adapt quickly to the latest games in the franchise to keep playing at the top level. In 2018, Call of Duty World League focused on 4-player teams competing at Call of Duty World War II, but the teams usually play the latest game in the franchise, meaning 2019 will see teams compete playing the newly released Black Ops 4. Matches are usually best of 3 or 5 and feature 3 different map types: Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Capture the Flag. In 2018, teams competed for a share of a $1.5 million prize pool. 2019 will be the 4th year of the CWL and sees one of its biggest changes yet: the move from 4 to 5-player teams. It will also see its prize pool increase by 300% to reach a huge $6 million. Initially starting as a Street Fighter event called Battle by the Bay in 1996, EVO is now not only the biggest esports event in the fighting game community, it's a true celebration of all things FGC, with numerous titles across multiple platforms involved. All of the tournaments are open, rather than invitational, and are played on console. 2018's event in Las Vegas saw players compete in tournaments for Street Fighter V, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Guilty Gear XRD Rev 2. Dragon Ball FighterZ was arguably the main attraction at the 2018 event, on its first appearance there no less. The tag team fighter game drew in over 250,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch, who got to see one of the FGC's biggest stars, Sonic Fox, defeat Gotchi in an incredibly close bout.